Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dabble's Writing Sprints. I'm getting harassed by my dog right now. Maybe she'll be so kind as to join me for the whole sprint today. It is, what is today? April 16th, Thursday. Where I am, it's very overcast, but it's at least warm today. Oh, we got some dog booty in the picture now. Hello, hello. What a chaotic start to this sprint. My name's Doug. We're on track for 3 20-minute sprints today with 5-minute break in between, starting with our 5-minute little intro. You'll find all the links for the sprint down below me, but I'll also throw the link to the first one in the chat. But if you want to type in your Dabble project in whatever software you choose to use, if you want to write by hand, totally up to you. I'm just glad you're here writing with me. I'm going to scroll up to the top of the chat, see who's here, because we have NJ and TW and Erica and Reagan and Christina and Bill and Ashley. And I think, and Bernadette's here and Kio's here. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Bernadette, it's nice to see you again, too. And thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you, everybody. Kel's here as well. Hello, Kel. Yeah, yesterday was my birthday. It was a lot of fun. And I'm feeling wiser, ish, maybe a day wiser at least. And if you are a W Academy member, I'm going to insert this shameless plug now. We do have office hours about 15 minutes after we're done the sprints today. That's over at W Academy Community over at W Campus. Excellent. Okay. I want to try something new today before we get started. I got a couple minutes. On the back end, we use StreamYard to stream, and they introduced this new feature. Poll, like, I'm stumbling over my words today. I don't know why. They introduced polls, and I want to see if it actually works. So if I pop that in there, okay, type a 1, 2, or 3 in chat. Ooh, interesting. So are you writing or editing today? In the chat, type 1 for writing, 2 for editing or revising, or 3 for something else. And let's see how well this works. You're all my guinea pigs today. Okay, cool, excellent. That's so fun. I'm a happy boy with that one. Okay, the things we can do, people, the things that we can do. Excellent. Okay, so we have most people are writing, some folks editing, a lot of folks doing something else. Excellent. And if you did choose 3, feel free to let me know what it is that you chose. And I'll happily report back to the rest of the Dabble team that we have this really cool feature now. And we'll see what we can do with it. I like things that increase interactivity, because a lot of the time, the sad part, I don't even know if it's sad. The worst part about streaming, quote unquote worse, is that it's very like unidirectional. Yes, you can chat back, but there's a delay and there's only so much I can do with text chats and whatnot. So anything that I get to use that promotes that interaction, I really like. So, okay, Bernadette's working on the details for the second 2 books in the trilogy. Awesome. Christina's alpha reading, fantastic. Okay, Wheelie Gal, some writing and editing depends on the story you choose. Okay, excellent. Okay, a Conlang textbook arrived 5 minutes ago for Kel. That's very cool. I so approve of you choosing to use the sprints to read that. Ashley's going to be doing some writing. Excellent. Awesome. Okay, so now what can I do? I guess I can change where it is. How fun. I think I like that one the most. But we'll stop that poll for now. And okay, so it logs the stuff. You all just get to experience this with me. And then I can hide it. And then if I want, I can show it again. Oh, how exciting. Okay, we got 40 seconds until the sprint starts. I'm rewriting a scene. So you might see me write a little bit slower as I try to digest what's already in the scene, see what's going to stick, what isn't going to stick, what needs to be rewritten. But that's what I'm working on today. And if I finish it, that's the last step of this stage of revisions for me. So I'm very, very excited for that. Yeah, Bernadette says bottom right's best spot. I totally agree. So we got 10 seconds until that starts. I have my spot pulled up. How listen to tunes while I'm writing here. Happy writing, everyone. I hear the beeping. We'll see you in 20 minutes. All right, everyone. That is our first sprint of the day done. How'd that go for everybody? Let me know in the chat. I got 713 words that time around. Feeling pretty good. I might actually finish this scene before our last sprint, and then I'm gonna have to come up with something. I don't know. Uh, I'll, I'll figure it out. Um, Okay, Rosalinda joined us. Awesome, awesome. Thanks for joining in. Always great to see you here. Erica got 446. That's fantastic. We see Nora here, just snoozing away. So, so I shared this with the team earlier today, but yesterday was my birthday, and actually, before I forget, let me grab the other link so that you have it ready to go. Um, there we go, and there we go. So yesterday being my birthday, my wife Sarah set up this at home movie night with movie theater popcorn and snacks and we watched Marley and Me, which we found on DVD in a thrift store over the weekend. I've been asking her to watch Marley and Me for years. Because it's one of my favorite movies. Makes me cry every time. I absolutely adore it. But she doesn't really like movies about dogs. Okay, and that's fine. I'll watch them by myself. But she decided this is the night we're watching Marley and Me. This is your birthday gift. And we watched it, and she was expecting me to cry because if you've seen Marley and Me and you're a dog person, you can't help it. But what she wasn't expecting was to also bawl. So by the end of the movie last night, we're sitting there, snacks discarded because we've eaten way too much, and we're both just bawling our eyes out at the end of Marley and Me. And she says, "I love that movie, but I'll never watch it again." And then we went and we hung out with our dog. So it's a strong recommendation. If you haven't seen Marley and Me and you haven't seen it in a while, definitely go check it out. It stands the test of time. It's just a fantastic movie. It is ultimately, I don't even want to say it's heartbreaking because it's not, but it's definitely a tearjerker if you're a dog person. Rosalinda, you definitely got to watch it. It doesn't hit the same if you aren't a dog person, admittedly. And it's not necessarily a movie about a dog. It's a movie about a family, and just the dog is an intrinsic part of that, right? Which is what gets me the most, and that's why Reagan won't watch it. Ashley, no, never. I swear, it's a really good movie. Okay. No, okay, you already watched it, yeah. Friendly reminder for anyone in W Academy, we have office hours just after our sprints today at 2 p.m. Eastern, over at in the W Academy community at W Campus. Today, I am joined by the fantastic Hank Garner, and which is exciting because Hank had a novel release yesterday. If you haven't already and you're a sci-fi fan, you should go check it out. It's The Signal Beneath the Sand by Hank Garner. And it reached #1 new release status, which means that it's a best-selling novel, which is fantastic. And it also means office hours today, you get two best-selling authors answering all your questions about writing, editing, publishing, marketing, whatever you want. It is a momentous, a monumental, a fun office hours that we're going to have today. Right? Still traumatized by Bambi. NJ, Marley is the dog. Yes, Marley's the dog. Homeward Bound, also a good traumatizing one. Kel read the book, cried, decided to never watch the film. I hear the book is better. Of course, the book's always better, but the movie is still fantastic. Strong recommendation. Watership Down for sure. Are there any other go-to Sob movies for me? None that are immediately jumping to mind. I couldn't watch This Is Us, the TV show, because I just kept tearing up literally every episode. I don't know how they did it, but it was just too emotional for me. So I've never actually watched the show beyond like half the first season, which is a shame because I really want to. And I think, is it Sterling K. Brown in that? Um, Fantastic author. Oh my goodness, I hear the sprint starting. I've been rambling too much. Let me swap screens that I'm sharing. Here we go. Happy sprint, everyone. I'll talk to you in 20 minutes. All right, that is our second sprint of the day done. How'd that go for everybody else? I'm going to do some quick copy and paste in here, make sure that I have everything set up for the third sprint in case I start rambling again and the sprint starts without me knowing. You'll find the link for the third one down below me with the other two, but I'm also dropping it in the chat there for you to just jump to it if you want to join me in wordsprints.org. Um, Ashley saying, if something's been out for more than 6 months, you're free to spoil it because you've had ample time to consume it. Hmm. I don't know if 6 months is the cutoff. I gotta say, if you're in a public forum, it's got to be years at least. And I'm specifically thinking, I'm an anime fan. I think we all know that. And Demon Slayer Infinity Castle came out in theaters, but it came out what, November, December? Is it that long ago? It's been a while since it came out in theaters, and I did not go see it in theaters, and it has not been released outside of theaters in at least in North America since then. So then I have no choice. If someone were to spoil Infinity Castle for me, I would be bummed, right? And I'd have no control over that because it's not in theaters anymore. It had a very small theatrical run. Um, Shout out to anime nerds. um, but yeah, yeah, and especially if you're not caught up in things, I'd say at least give a year. But I like to go even further than that, at least in a public forum. Privately, you're more aware of what people have access to or what they're interested in, and they can, say, hey, no spoilies. Um, but yeah, yeah. Um, Rosalinda's excited this week because I'm finished my book yesterday, so now I'm working on a bonus story for Lead Magnets today. This is something that we talked about in W Academy during our workshop last month and in our workshop roundtable on Tuesday. Lead magnet and email marketing, very, very important, especially if you're going the indie route, but even if you're going the trad route. This is such an important thing to have because it unlocks everything for you. It makes your launches more successful. It puts you in front of new people. It converts strangers into readers and buyers and fans and super fans, to the point where, if you are working on a book right now and you don't have a lead magnet, my suggestion is to pause that and start working on a lead magnet. And that lets me shamelessly plug tomorrow. Hank is doing a 1 hour workshop on writing a short story, and a short story can be an excellent lead magnet to get people to sign up for your email list so you can start growing that list because it is a long term, career long tool that you are building. And so the sooner you do it, the sooner it's going to start paying those dividends to you. And so if you need a little kick in the pants, attend that workshop tomorrow here on the YouTube channel, where Hank's going to cover short stories. Best-selling author Hank Garner is going to be covering that. NJ, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's excellent. Um, what do I do now that it's over? I'm gonna have to. I think I want to add a little bit more to this scene that I'm writing. So that's what I'm gonna do with the rest of my time here. But yeah, that's it is kind of weird when you finish something, especially something big like a book or a revision pass or something like that. It's like, the heck do I do now? And first, you should celebrate. You should congratulate yourself on a job very well done. Um, but yeah, then go work on a lead magnet. I think that's a great idea. And if I didn't have only 50 seconds until the next, actually, let's do this. Uh, Boom. I can post that. Do you have a lead magnet for email marketing? 1 for yes, 2 for no. And it was the end of the whole series, Rosalinda. That's excellent. Congratulations. That's very exciting. Um, so new poll up. Type 1 for yes, you have a lead magnet. 2 for no, you don't have a lead magnet. Yeah, I have a feeling, and I'm not trying to shame y'all. I have a feeling that, there's gonna be a lot of no's. So something to think about if you want to take publishing seriously. 3 for not yet. Well, all no's should be a not yet, in my opinion. All right, the sprint started. I'm done being sassy. There we go. Let's pop that up. I will see you all in 20 minutes. All right, that is our third and final sprint of the day done. Keo has to go, so you'll miss office hours, but be sure to catch the replay. You'll be there in spirit. That's fine. And Brianna had to take off to take a sick kitty to the vet. So I hope everything goes all right there and they're feeling better by the time you're done. Do not forget, please, to copy and paste your words out of wordsprints.org if you are joining me for those sprints. They will be saved there in that sprint for 24 hours on your device. And after that, they disappear into the aether of the internet, or like the cookies get deleted or something. I don't actually know how it works. I don't do that stuff. I just write the words and show my face on camera, and that's it. That's my job. Excellent. We see some great results coming in. Thank you, everyone, for joining me for these sprints. Normally, I'd love to hang around and chat some more, but we do have office hours coming up for W Academy. So if you are an Academy member, go to w.com. Click on over to the events in the Academy section, and the office hours are there. They will not be here on YouTube. Hank and I will be there to answer any and all questions you have about this art that we love to do. So thanks for joining me. I hope you got some good work done. If you're in the Academy, I'll see you shortly. Otherwise, I will see you next week for some more writing sprints. Thanks, everyone. See you later.